Hello everyone. So a little while ago I put together a new recording PC, which I do have a lav mic that I could use for these videos, but currently today's video is about the computer I put together, so I can't record anything on that yet. But we now have a new DisplayPort cable, which means we have a new video card. So I got this one here. It just came today, actually. Hopefully it's fully functional. This is a NVIDIA Quadro card. NVIDIA Quadro 4000. Not exactly the greatest card. I think it's supposed to be a 3 gig video card. There it is. But the reason I had to get the new adapter is because that is the outputs. Pretty lackluster there. But supposedly I can do probably an HDMI, DisplayPort's HDMI, DisplayPort, and then also a probably another HDMI or DVI monitor, depending on what I want out of it. So you can run up to 3 monitors off this card. It's nice and thin. And I use that computer for just editing anyway, so this is going to be the perfect pairing for that. So let's get the computer out. Let's take out the old video card. Yes, I did injure myself on a MacBook Pro. Let's take a look and see what we can do to it. Another upgrade we're going to be doing while I'm in there is this ID cooling CPU cooler. We're going to be putting that in as well instead of the Intel stock cooler, so it might require a little bit of ripping apart, but we'll see how easy it is to install. So here's the inside of the Fractal Design case. And then we have currently in here a 750 Ti, which we're going to be replacing. Let me take out the PCI slot cover. I have to get some new RAM for this computer too. And then I'll go ahead and unscrew the video card. And we'll get this out of the way so we can replace that stock cooling fan in there. So then to remove this, we'll go ahead and unplug the 6-pin power connector. Get that out of our way. Go ahead and hit the release on the PCI slot, and then we'll go ahead and get that out. There you go, you can see the inside of our system now. Here's the original video card. It's a 2 gig 750 Ti. Pretty good card, but pretty not forgettable. So let's go ahead and tear the rest of this apart, and let's get that cooler. Okay, so here's the current motherboard that's in the computer, and cooler. I just realized I need something to clean the thermal paste off. And we're also going to be bypassing any paste that comes in the thing where I'm using TM30. Okay, so we have a 10400 all exposed. So now we'll go ahead and unbox the new cooler. I ordered this one because number one, it was cheap, and number two, it looks really effective. So here's our, I assume our mounting stuff, correct? And they include paste, but like I said, I'm not using that. Here's our user guide on how to install. So it looks like we should have rear nuts that go on, and then there's a good snack that comes in it. So some people leave this on, don't know this peels off. That's a lot thinner than that Intel cooler. That should cut down our thing, because I always worry about stuff going into the fan with the other one. I wish they had an Arctic Alpine low profile in stock. If Arctic Cooling wants to sponsor me, go for it. Reach out to me, because I love your coolers, but they were unfortunately out of stock, so I had to settle for this one. Okay, so there's a couple of things in here. Those are our tightening nuts. These are the little screws that go onto our cooler. 3 and this is Intel. So these go on like this. So it mounts basically the same way as like a Cooler Master. Honestly, they're probably all made in the same factory. Yeah, you put these on there. Sorry, I was reading the directions for a second there if I didn't say anything. I want to try to keep this video all real time. Yeah, you put these on. And then these big nuts, they go through the back. So probably going to want to apply our thermal paste already. Extreme Performance Thermal Grease. I'm good. I'll use my Corsair paste. So that's probably pretty good right there. And then what we're gonna want to do is plug in our CPU fan up here. And I assume we want our heat pipes facing down, I think, right? I guess it just doesn't matter which way you orient the cooler. So I'm going to orient it this way because no, it orients this way because there's a VRM cutout right here. I guess it just that top thing in the way should fit like this. Oh, it must go on this way. Yeah, okay. No? Oh shit. Uh-oh. Well, I just strung thermal paste everywhere. 1 second. Okay, so here's the cooler fully installed. I just had to remove the top VRM heatsink on this motherboard. It was getting in the way. Shouldn't make too much of a difference. At least I don't think so. We'll see. But yeah, it just doesn't fit back on correctly around the cooler, so. Actually, it might hold up. Did I just get that to go? Yeah, okay, so the VRM heatsink is not going to be able to go on there, so. That's alright, this should cool those by directing the air down, so I'll go ahead and add these to the motherboard box, and then I'll go ahead and finish putting this back. Okay, I got the system mostly reassembled. Last thing left to go in is our video card, the Quadro 4000. So this is going to just slot into this little bit of open area over here. hopefully enough room with all these cables, although I did have the 750 in here before, which was a physically longer card. Okay, the Quadro is in. While it's being tight, it's in. So I can move some of this to, there we go. Now it has a looser fit. We'll go ahead and plug in our 6-pin, which is nice about this card. It still only has a 6-pin connector, so it shouldn't draw too much power, which in turn shouldn't make too much heat. So we'll go ahead and screw everything back down. Those can kind of just sit there. Sorry, I'm going around the camera here. So we go ahead and screw this in on the back. I'm hoping it posts. This card's had issues in the past, I believe, is what the seller said, but that doesn't stop me from buying things. It's not like I'm doing anything too intense on it. Maybe just encoding a video once in a while. I do like it because it has the blower style cooler, which is a very debated cooler style, but I think it's better for a build like this because it actually will blow the heat out the, well, this one blows right up to here, but that's still near the rear fan rather than just all into the case. There we go. That's our Quadro card, fully installed. Let's get this case put back together. Let's plug in all our cables and let's get this thing fired up and take a look. Here's the editing computer all back up. I had to go find an adapter cable because it didn't like my HDMI to DisplayPort adapter, but there's the NVIDIA Quadro 4000 and this computer. So that's good. May launch Resolve over on the main screen here. Update configuration. Okay, we've updated that. Oh, I guess it just didn't launch again. So here's Resolve. Let's open up the last video I posted, the SSD review. That should be loading everything in. There we go. Just took it a minute to regenerate. That's our Quadro 4000 discrete GPU 2 gig. And as you can see, both monitors are working just fine. It's gonna mostly use the CPU for playback here, but as you can see, scrubbing through is nice and smooth, which is what I need. So I'll be editing this video on here later, but thank you for watching the upgrade and look inside of my new Mini ITX editing computer. Hopefully more videos are to come to be made on this computer. Not really, it's probably not going to be in any of the videos, but this is what I use to edit and work on systems. This is the test area. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you on the next video.